My name is Carmen Possnig and I'm from Austria. Well, I always wanted to be an explorer, and what fascinated me most when I was a child were those stories of old heroic exploration of Amundsen and Shackleton going to the South Pole, for example. And I realized that the modern day equivalent to that is human space exploration. And I think it's a meaningful way to contribute to how humanity shapes its future and to do excellent research that will benefit all of us in the end. I grew up in Klagenfurt, which is a small city in the south of Austria, and I was always interested by life sciences and especially by medicine. So I went on to study medicine in Graz, which is another city in Austria, and became a medical doctor, and I did my general practitioner training in Vienna. Afterwards, I realized that I really like medicine. I like working as a medical doctor. I like the human connections you make during that time. But what was always missing a bit was doing research. And I got, during my studies, very fascinated with space medicine research and how the human body changes when we go to space. So during my studies, I became interested in space medicine research, and I decided I wanted to be more involved in that. And I wanted also to follow up this old fascination of exploration and adventure. So I applied to the European Space Agency to be the ESA medical doctor in an isolated base in Antarctica, in Concordia Station. And I went on to do this for a year. In 2018, I was isolated in this base for 13 months with 12 other people. And I had an amazing time there. I learned how to live in isolation and confinement and in minus 80 degrees cold weather. And I loved it. So I decided this is for me. I want to continue exploration, adventure, and combine this with research and medicine, of course. So after my experience in Antarctica, I decided to stay in this field, and I'm now doing a PhD in space physiology at the University of Innsbruck. So I live in Innsbruck, so of course my hobbies kind of combined with the nature around. I really like to go hiking and mountaineering, also kayaking for a bit, and to balance this out I also like to do yoga, and I like reading and writing. I wrote a book about my time in Antarctica, and I'm now following up on that and to keep my skills alive. Yeah, I felt it was a lot of emotions at the same time. I was just teaching at the time, and I had to go outside to take the call because I was expecting a French number to call. But I didn't know, of course, if it was a yes or a no. So those few seconds between the introduction of the DG on this side and him saying congratulations, I did not know what was going to happen. So it was, yeah. It was, my heart was racing, and I was hoping. And it's extremely exciting and humbling, of course, to be part of this amazing group of people. Yeah, I think we're living in very exciting times. We're going back to the moon. We might in the next decades also go to Mars, and I think I really want to make a contribution to that. Whether it's small or bigger, I mean, ESA will have to decide, and I think wherever my skills and my abilities fit in there, I want to give all I can to advance human space exploration. I think that if you choose a career in science or engineering or technologies, it's it's very exciting times for these fields. There is a lot of advancement there, and I think that this is a really good way to make a meaningful impact on how we treat our planet, on how we shape the future of our society. And I think if this is something you are passionate about, don't hesitate to follow this passion and make it your life.